And for the second presentation of the Indie Quest text-based project, we're gonna have Johanna with her text adventure called Forest.
Yeah. Thank you. I haven't managed to come as far with my game. Right now, this is supposed to be some title art, but that's all it is now. And this is the start of the story. It's about a bear who wakes up from winter sleep and always has dreams about being someone else. And this spring it decides to try and be someone else. Yeah. So it wakes up in its den, and you get your first quest here that you need to prepare the den for the next winter sleep. And this is the only puzzle that is in there so far, so your only mission so far is to just make your den ready for next winter, which is exactly what a bear would do. So far it's nothing of being someone else. But I worked out a map for the first part of the story.
Can we first go south? I want to see what's in the south. I'm curious.
Go south to Spelkollektivet.
South!
That's forest.
Yeah, but maybe it's a different type. And then in the other forest.
Let's see.
There's a river.
There's a river.
Is that like a beer? Oh, you're the bear, right?
Yeah, you are the bear.
Bear.
Yeah,
It's bear,
the bear.
not beer.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But the moral of the story is that you can be with whoever you want. So if you want to be a bear, so that's fine.
Can we go to the river?
Yes, we can.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't work with the zoom because it checks how wide the window is for the text, I guess.
You can restart it then, and then instead of maximizing it, just zoom it in instead of maximizing it. But anyway.
Yeah, well, I don't have that much to show, but I wanted to, because the way we have been designing these games was that 5 weeks ago when we started, we got the mission to design the whole game before starting, and so when I did that, I came up with this map, and from here and up, these 10 locations is what I've done. But I was really bad at planning it ahead, and that's something that I learned a bit, that I should have spent more time on that, because this is how the map looks now. Except for this part, this isn't in the game yet. But this is the same 10 locations, but now it's a lot more. And I also wanted, I also have a puzzle dependency chart, and that wasn't very well planned either, because I didn't finish thinking about any of the puzzles. I just thought, yeah, maybe this, and then I decided to decide later. But that has made it more difficult, I think, to work with the project, because I've always had to also think, yeah, what was it that I wanted to change with the things I already planned. I wanted to show a bit more about the design document and the process of planning the game, because I haven't been able to work that much on my game that I hoped. So instead, I wanted to show that we did design documents where we wrote about the core gameplay, the game flow, and also wrote out game elements for the puzzles and the NPCs and the locations, and different mechanics and behaviors that we wanted. And that I found out that this still wasn't enough, even though it felt like writing so much. And we also made a production plan where we planned what we should do every day. And I think it would have been possible if I just would have put the time in and actually worked all these days. Because right now, all that I've got is mostly a map and one puzzle. Yeah, but I'm happy with my map. And yeah, I think that's it. So, questions?
Can you tell us a little bit more about the story? Like,
yeah, it's about a bear, and I still have a lot of the story to figure out for myself. But the plan right now is the next puzzles I'm gonna add is the bear trying to do things like other animals and humans. So it's going to try to go fishing like a human instead of just catching the fish with its paws like it usually does. It's gonna try to make a fishing rod and
That sounds adorable.
and it's gonna try to make its own honey instead of just tearing down the beehive. So it's gonna try to eat the flower and see if it tastes the same and things like that. So you have to figure out those kinds of puzzles in the start, and then that's the first part of the game. And then I have planned for another part of the game where the bear finds a magic necklace that it then remembers stories about shapeshifters that could change into different animals, and it gains those powers and goes on an adventure to find the source of the magic and change into another animal for good, because that's the dream the bear thinks. That's the story. And I'm gonna continue working on it because I want to finish it. Yeah.
Have you some special software to draw the flowchart? Like for
I used Google's, I think it's Google Docs or the Google.
Yeah, there's a Google drawing in the.
so that if you
It's Google. Then I'm done, I guess.
All right, thank you so much.